Now we just had a group in that we support in Haiti.
Okay.
So that's why we had gathered things for them and stuff, loaded them up and get ready to send a container over there. Because we've been going to Haiti for about 6 or 7 years.
Ah, okay.
Taking medicine and food.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big commitment. Long before the earthquake.
Right.
You know,
It's bad.
oh man, it's tough, you know. Now, this has been a setup situation because every day we have families, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, families come and we're able to give them food. We'll pull up their cars here. But to get to that process, we have different groups that come and sort all of this stuff out.
Okay.
And that's the result of it. These boxes back here, you see. All those are food boxes ready, prepped to go and stuff along with food and clothes, whatever the basic need is that somebody has. 2 weeks ago we did a community giveaway. The line was from here all the way up to the corner.
Wow.
And beyond. We gave them turkeys, gave food, clothes, shoes, some appliances, a little knick-knack, whatever we had. No charge, no cost. See, people are confused. They say, well, aren't y'all a part of the Atlanta Community Food Bank? No, we're not. To be a part of that, you have to pay a fee, and then you only can serve organizations.
Right.
That's what they only serve, organizations. They don't, I couldn't just go up to them and say, man, I am so sick and my family is, they don't serve like that. They serve churches and organizations and charge them a fee for the food they give.
Right.
We give our food away completely free, no strings attached. Oh yeah. So sometimes that rubs them wrong because they say, well, we're in charge of how the food is distributed, but we got other people who give us food and say we want y'all to be independent of that system.
Absolutely, gotcha.
So it doesn't necessarily mean we all work together. It's not that we don't.
Right.
We just say, well, we aren't charging, and why should I pay you to give
Stuff that you got.
Come on,
Right.
people giving you all that stuff thinking that you're giving it away, but it's a big business.
Really?
Of course, it's a huge business. Feeding America is a huge conglomerate all across America that gather all this food and feed into the community food banks, but there's money attached to all of that. But nobody's really done a deep expose on that whole thing, which I think is right for. And people will be totally shocked and say, wow, this is how this really works. Oh, I thought when I was giving community food bank, that was community food to be given out. No, it's not. It's a community business with money attached to how that food is distributed.
It's rationed out. It's not even
Ration out, and it's very political.
Really?
Creating food banks, food deserts we call them, where if you don't deal with them, then they try to close you out.
Really?
Stores used to one time be able to give other organizations food, but once they tied it to the community food bank, they said, no, we can no longer give y'all food. You gotta go to the food bank. So they direct you how all that is. We're the only ones that's outside all of that, still independent, and give it out like we do.
So how many community food banks are there in the city?
In terms of serious, it's two. One just moved here a few years ago, but the Atlanta Community Food Bank is the big dog in town. So, you know, and it's just philosophies, business models, ideas about it. Just be upfront about it.
Yes.
If that's what it is, then deal with it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
They be furious with us when we bring it up. All we saying is be true to the people.
Absolutely.
Because they're thinking that that's food coming to us for us to give out, but we're not a part of it. But they do nothing to, provide. It's about what that's all about. And we get ready for Easter now.
Yes.
You know, we're going to do it here, outside, and we close off the whole street. And we did a big community affair. We have tents out there. We cook food, hamburgers, hot dogs. then we give out food on top of it made at the jail. So it's ongoing, it never stops. You know, it never stops. And we already planning for back to school, which will give away about 3,500 book bags full of everything kids need to go back to school. That's July 15th at Turner Field. Then Labor of Love, we have about 60 big companies come to offer jobs to people. And that's going to be at Turner Field too during the week of Labor Day.
Okay.
So this thing is always, it's like this. And you never understand that, like standing here now, seems like this. You can't see it. But when it all turns, it's all about how can we serve, what can we do. Because when Hosea Williams was alive, you got to realize he just did Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes.
For 30 years, he was known, y'all do that. He died in 2000. 2 years later, Elizabeth and I turned it into an everyday program. Added MLK, added back to school, added Easter, added Labor of Love, start going to establish a school in the Philippines, start taking food and medicine to Haiti, going to South Africa, helping the orphanages in Uganda, and it just became like that. All in a matter of what, like 10, 12 years. That was amazing. But the demand of people needing help made that happen. We didn't go looking for that.
Like you said, they drugged you in.
Like the thing I told you about the case, the situation. It pulls you in. You don't have to go looking for it. People are hurting and needing help. They're going to come and say, help us. Katrina. We didn't do disaster relief. We looked out one day, there was 100 and some people at our gate saying, they told us to come see y'all. We said, who told y'all? And it was the people who got the multi-million-dollar budgets. Wow. Sending the people to us. And we said, what in the world is this about? Of course, we had to help them. We didn't turn them away.
Multi-million-dollar budget.
Yes, yes. You know the boys, United Way, Salvation Army, these cats they got money.
Yes.
Yeah, they referring people. We said, wait a minute. Okay, we are going to help you. And of course, we end up helping them. And the mayor said, y'all doing this. So the mayor said, I'm going to give you money. Now I see you doing this. That was under Mayor Franklin.
Okay.
And that's how we got involved with Katrina. Did it for months and months and months till people stabilized. We didn't go looking for it. Same with the flood. Flood happened. We loaded up our trucks, went out into the community, and was giving away food, cleaning up materials, clothes, whatever they needed to get over that flood at that time. We didn't look for any pat in the back for Councilman Felicia Moore said, wow, y'all came into my district and y'all really did that? I said, ma'am, people were in need. Boom. Of course, so we were on top of her list now. Not that we tried to do that. You know, it happened. The governor called us in one day and said, well, I heard y'all came out to my people, one of my biggest constituency out here in this North Georgia, after the tornado, and y'all gave away all this food and clothes. He said, wow, I just want to personally thank y'all. We didn't know why he called us to his office. He said, okay, now what's this up? What the governor want now?
Right.
He was just calling us in, gave us a nice commendation, said use this however you need to make people aware that I'm backing y'all up. It's all about caring for people. If you do that, it'll deal with what you need to keep going.
Right.
That's the whole idea. Your ulterior motive has to be authentic. It's about what can I do to help people. Now, if you outside of those parameters, it ain't gonna work. You're gonna find all kind of serious issues because then you're hustling.
Yes.
But if you're doing it and you're for the people and they getting that, man, those people come and hunt you out. Man, they'll be at your gate. You know, during this past fall, people were lining up at our gate 4 or 5 in the morning. See, when you see that, then you can't play games.
Right.
These people are out there in that cold weather waiting on you to
Provide that service.
It ain't a joke. It's real. You approach it like that, you're going to be fine. But if you're phony, you fake, you're perpetrating, you're hustling, it's all going to fall apart on you. And that's how these organizations work. Either you're real on the authentic side, or you're really kind of con and flim-flam and hustling people. And there's a lot of organizations that are good at that.
They're puppets. Yeah, they're puppets.
And you don't know it till you start trying to fluff them pages, you realize, wow, this is all paper, man.
Oh yes, you know all about like the United Way. We talk about how 80% of the donations goes towards salaries, and less than 20% goes towards the people.
Big
So
hustle,
yeah,
man.
we know that. Well aware of
But
that.
people buy into it and can't wait to throw their money at it.
Yeah.
And here we are saying, help us. And we're like, what is wrong with this picture?
Right. And the
So
thing
it's
is,
very
y'all
frustrating.
Y'all genuine about it. It's not even like y'all going out.
But that's what
campaigning
hurts the
hard.
most.
Right.
That's what hurts the most. Sometimes they thumb their nose up at you when you are genuine and authentic.
Right.
Rather, and they over here, they say, well, they're big, they know, so I got to give them my money. I don't know y'all.
Right.
So it's frustrating, but nonetheless, we stay true to the mission. But I can't, I'll be lying if I said that stuff don't hurt sometimes.
So
Because you know it's not right. But how do I get the message out?
So let me ask you a question. When you guys have your next big event and there's 100 people out there waiting for you, why not have the news down here covering this stuff? So the
They do
community
come.
can see,
Yes.
and we know who you are.
Yes. And they do that.
Okay.
But it's like Dr. King said, they forget after, 10 days, he
10
said.
days, yeah.
But on 10 minutes, 10 weeks, 10 months, boom, you gotta keep doing it though. You gotta keep putting it out there, letting them know, wow, this is what's really happening. Otherwise, it just goes away.
Is the new mayor accommodating like Shirley Franklin was?
Somewhat. We're still working with Mayor Reed. He's still trying to figure out what his legacy going to be about the homeless. He hasn't figured it out yet.
Okay.
You know, so we're kind of giving him a little room and stuff.
He's giving me some time.
Yeah, he is. So we're seeing. You know, he'll come to like our dinner, like he came to Thanksgiving dinner, because it's a great opportunity. All these folks that, you know, here's the mayor, oh, he really cares about us and stuff. Which, you know, it's a photo op, but I want him to use that so he can begin to care and be touched by the people. Now look out there and see these people, Mr. Mayor. That's why we're letting you do this. Maybe this is an opportunity, something can happen to you. And you can begin to do something. That's how you have to bring people along. You don't just cut them off and dog the mayor out. All that's going to do is create a lot of counterproductivity and animosity. And you don't work like that. You just try to invite people in. You know how you gotta, and hopefully out of that, their hearts will be broken. Look in the faces of the people. See them babies out there, and Mr. Man, come on, man, sure there's something you can do. That's how you do it.
Let them know those are voters.
Exactly.
That's right.
Which I think that's been the biggest thing. People figure if you're the working poor and you're homeless, then I don't have to pay attention because you don't matter, because you can't affect me anyway by voting or taxes or whatever it is. So you're in no man's land. That's basically how they look at it. But that's not the truth.
Right.
'Cause in the transitional part, and they come back to sustainability, now that's a viable citizen ready to do something.
Absolutely.
But you've written them off because you saw them at one point, but now look where that person is.
Right.
So it all comes back, man. You know, it's just something we have to learn. This is an evolution and it's a revolution.
Yes.
This is where
It's an evolution and a revolution.
for me, man, just to have wisdom from him, giving it to us, man. That's what you want to have. You want to learn, man. Get all I can.
Because they gave it to me like that.
And that's what it was saying. You know, it has to be passed down.
Gotta be passed down. They give it to me like that, so I gotta give it to you like that. Every day.
If there was one thing that you would ask anybody to help, what would you ask? There was just one thing.
What would you want to do if it was your mother or grandfather or sister or brother on the other side of life and you saw where it wasn't happening for them? You saw them hurting, you saw them in a bad way. What would you feel you had to do to help them? I said, that's how your heart has to be broken for people you call perfect strangers.
Right.
But that stranger is connected to you because mom, dad, we all 2-3 paychecks away from being in a terrible situation. That's the whole thing I want to happen, to fall on their head and they be saying the sky's falling. That's the sky that's falling. 2 or 3 paychecks away and we all in a terrible place.
We all in that line out there.
That's the reality. If you don't know it, you wait long enough, somebody in your family is going to be touched, somebody, your friend, somewhere you're going to get a smack upside the head and that's your sky falling on.
Like I said, I got to come back.
But I welcome y'all too, because this man is non-stop. Man is all involved in helping people get their lives back. I don't have to watch him go down.
Right.
And say, you know, your grandchildren, Dad, what did y'all do on your watch?
Right.
I gotta have an answer for them.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you that.
Yes.
Same deal. See, most folks don't think them kids know what's going on. What did you do on your watch, Dad or Granddad or Uncle?